Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Abe.
And it's Bear.
And today we are doing a little Star Wars Day vlog. Happy May the 4th. Hopefully you guys checked out our little Star Wars joke skit. We just had just some little fun. We just put it together real quick for you guys. I just wanted to do something that's fun and funny. But today, we're going to tell you else what we're doing, how we're celebrating. We're having some fun. We're going to go see this. If you can fucking read it. Jesus, I gotta pull it all the way up. So yeah, we're going to see Phantom Menace in theaters today. Just a little quick something about it. I have seen the movie a million times, of course, but I didn't ever get to see it when it was in theaters the first time. So this is the first time I've ever actually get to see it in theaters. Same. I remember the very first time that I got this movie, and this is going to really date me and make me sound really old. I'm not that old. I'm not even 30 yet. But my first experience with the Phantom Menace was we were at Blockbuster, and we got the special edition VHS. Yeesh. That's some dated stuff right there. You probably some of you like real young kids are on here. Our channel's not for kids, but still, if you're on here and you're like, what the VHS? What the hell is that? It's a little piece of plastic that you watch movies on, right? Which I guess it was a bigger piece of plastic. But yeah, so oh my god, so yeah. I got it. We got it on the VHS, and we watched it on VHS, and that's actually how I watched all of the original Star Wars movies for the first time. We had a deluxe edition, like gold Darth Vader helmet box with the original trilogy. Yes. So it was like still the original versions, and this was before they did the special editions. So these were like these were the original movies, so I actually got to see those before the because now you can't find those versions anymore. You only find the special editions, especially on Disney Plus. But yeah, that's woo. But back in the day, VHS, woof. But yeah, that was my first experience with Phantom Menace and Star Wars in general was on VHS. So today is special because we're gonna go see this in the theaters. By the way, if you're not going and watching movies in the theaters, what the hell's wrong with you? Seriously, like please.
Unless you have your own theater.
No, not even then. Go support your box office. We really need to support the box office. There's so many reasons to. I mean, it's still the best way to watch movies on the biggest screen possible. Especially if you have an IMAX, go watch some awesome movies in IMAX. You will not regret it. Hey, I think you can go and watch. I think you can go and watch Phantom Menace in IMAX. I could be wrong, but I do believe that might have been part of the re-release into theaters. So, but yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to go and see Phantom Menace in theaters, and we're going to take you guys along. And we're going to talk a little bit even more after the movie. We're actually going to talk about the movie itself here in a second. For you guys, it'll be like this. But for us, it's going to be, however long the movie is, so like a couple hours. So, but yeah, so we're going to see you guys in just a second to talk more about the movie. But do you have anything else to say beforehand? No? Yeah? Okay, what you got?
This is the way.
This is the way. Hey, may the 4th be with you guys.
May the 4th be with you.
Okay, hey, we just got out of watching The Phantom Menace in theaters for the 25th anniversary, and it is Star Wars Day still. Man, I have to say, this was such a special thing to go watch this movie in theaters. Again, like we said earlier in the video, I have never seen it in theaters, so this was it was just so cool. And I feel like, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, that almost felt remastered. Didn't it? It felt like,
well, of course, it's gonna feel,
like even the CGI was still the same as what it was in the movie, but it just everything looked cleaner.
It's just more cleaner.
It just looked clean, which was nice because I mean, it's just, you know, it was just nice.
Yeah, and on such a massive scale of a screen, yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be like,
Man,
oh, and the
that was
massive
awesome.
sound and everything else.
Yes,
huge.
the sound and everything. It was fantastic. Now, my thoughts on the Phantom Menace, without going for a hardcore review, because that is something we are going to be doing on Nerd Talk. If you guys didn't know, we are doing, in release order, a retrospective series on, for our Star Wars series of Nerd Talk, where we're going to be breaking down all of the movies. So instead of doing a full review here, I'm just going to kind of give you some basic thoughts. So, I, growing up, loved this movie. I loved the prequels. I didn't know how bad they were, basically, you know, at all, right? A lot of people, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. The dialogue is terrible. There's a reason why there's literally 1,000 memes off of this movie and beyond. The entire idea of having Padme and Anakin be so dramatically, like, age difference wise,
Right.
has always been a little bit creepy, because you know that those two are together. Like, it's weird. It's like, okay, well, you know, it's kind of a weird way to start that. But, you know, besides all of those things, especially coming at it now with the context of Clone Wars and everything that has surrounded the prequel era, this movie, to me, there's so many things that I go into this movie, I'm just like, man, it's like, I really don't feel like people pay enough attention to how good the story is. Because the story itself and everything, that all the context that comes around it and surrounds it, it just it elevates that movie to a spot that I don't think people give enough credit for.
Yep.
Now, I understand there was a lot of controversy with the idea of the midichlorians, and people really fucking hated that in 1999 when this came out, which is slowly changed. I think it's more of a 50-50 debate at this point now, which is really wild to think about. But yeah, I mean, I have grown to absolutely love the prequels. I love the prequel era, the whole story of Anakin becoming Vader. It's such a beautiful tragedy, and I love the Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars series, especially because of how much it really dramatically improves the prequels. That's my feelings on this movie. So I love watching this movie again, and there's so many things that take me back to my childhood, and I just love having a good laugh at some of the meme shit in it. You know, it's like, yeah, it's fun, you know, which is the point of entertainment, is to be fun, right? To be entertained, and that is above all else something Star Wars absolutely excels at. Even the bad movies are still fun. So yeah, there's my thoughts on Phantom Menace. What do you got?
It was beautiful. It was just beautiful. Seeing that, like I said, even I agree with him in that. And seeing it in theaters from when we originally seen it on VHS,
Yeah.
you know, video cassette, you know, and everything else with just a small old time box TV, and just you know, it's a total different thing. It's a total different, like going in and seeing a brand new movie.
Yep.
But it was almost seeing a brand new movie that you actually knew what it was.
Yep.
But yet seeing it, it's just wow. It blew me away seeing it, and seeing those characters that I've seen a long time ago, and seeing quite a few of those characters even now or in the later years, and that, you know, it's like, holy crap, it wasn't really that long ago.
Yep.
It's like, wow, you know, Samuel L. Jackson, holy crap.
Yep.
Sorry, bro, you got old as fuck. But we all do.
Yep.
But wow, it was awesome, you know. And of course, I always forget his name. I'm so sorry, but the one who played Willow,
Yes.
seeing him again in that, it's like, oh wow, you know.
Yep.
But you know, bless his heart. But I'll tell you what, it was awesome.
Yep.
It was amazing. I loved every minute of it. And I mean, personally, in that, I would love to absolutely, if I had the money, to buy a theater for, you know,
yes.
for several people to go in and just do a, you know, every weekend or something in that Star Wars,
Yeah.
throughout
Marathon.
from beginning to end.
Yep.
Marathon deal.
Oh yeah.
It'd be amazing. But I
That'd be so
absolutely
much
loved
fun.
it. I
So,
really did.
The other thing we were talking about as we were coming out here was the fact that I loved rewatching this, especially after like Clone Wars and all that stuff. Again, of course, but specifically for the cameos, because there are so many random character moments that are like blink and you'll miss it. That are fleshed out characters in full. You get to meet them, you get to see what they are, who those characters are, and really get some meat and potatoes out of those characters in Clone Wars. And so you just get so every like a few seconds I'm like, oh, no, it's that person from Clone Wars. And that was just really fun too, because it's like, oh man, and people who have been fans of like super fans of this series, when they watched this movie and then when Clone Wars was first airing, they were like, hey, that was that random cameo from episode 1. And then it's just gratifying to see stuff like that and be like, oh yeah, and it's like, I know that now. And it's just awesome. It definitely was a fun experience, especially on Star Wars Day. Like, God, yes, awesome.
God, and hearing that music in theater too.
Oh, yes. At that volume and you're surrounded in it. Oh.
Beautiful.
Just the second you hear the choir come in for Duel of the Fates.
Yes.
Oh,
beautiful.
Man. Lovely. And we actually had a pretty decent amount of people that were with us in this theater, and we live in a small town. So it's just nice that we got to watch it with people. It was fun. Like, I definitely didn't expect that. I felt like we were probably going to be a few of the only people there.
Right.
But there was a decent amount of people. There was at least 2 or 3 people in like every row. Yeah. So that was awesome.
Yeah. It was nice seeing, actually, there was a whole family who brought their kids to come see it. So I'm guessing they probably saw it a long time ago and they wanted to introduce their kids to it.
Which is perfect.
Which is awesome.
Because then they get to go home and pop up in Disney Plus and be like, hey, here's the next one and the next one. And now you get to see the rest of them too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Yeah, that's just great. I mean, as every Star Wars fan.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. We need more fans. Yeah. We need to grow.
This is the way.
This is the way. Love it. So that's it, guys. I think that's the end of our vlog. We hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys are also having a wonderful, wonderful Star Wars day, May the 4th. And hey, have a killer Revenge of the 5th as well. And this is the May. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.